Nice to meet you. Welcome. Today we are going to solve the 11th problem in case of internal reconstruction. This problem seems to be a bit tough. So I need your attention in solving this problem. The following is a balance sheet of Anu Limited as on 31/3/2018. We have 12,000 7% preference shares of rupees 50 each, 15,000 equity shares of rupees 50 each. We have this 12% loan creditors, then trade creditors, then other current liabilities. Asset side we have building, plant, stock, debtor, goodwill, preliminary expenses and P&L account. The company adopted the scheme of internal reconstruction as follows. Equity shares to be reduced to 2 rupee 50 paisa each fully paid, and equity share to subscribe the new equity shares of rupees 2.5 each at the rate of 3 shares for 1 share. Preference dividend were in arrears for 3 years to be cancelled against the issue of 2 new shares for every 100 rupee dividend in arrears. Preference shares to be reduced to 10%. Preference shares of rupees 10 each fully paid. And preference shareholders to subscribe at the rate of 2 for every 1 share. 12% loan creditors agreed to forego 1,25,000 and accept 10% preference shares of rupees 10 each fully paid for the balance claimed. They also agreed to subscribe 12,000 new equity shares of 2.5 rupee. The directors of the company to subscribe 40,000 equity shares of rupees 2 rupee 50 paisa each. Trade creditors to sacrifice 10% of their claim and to be paid immediately 50% of remaining claim. The intangible assets and fictitious assets to be written off completely, and the balance being utilized to write off plant and stock proportion of their book value. Past journal entry and the reconstructed balance sheet. Dear students, I need your attention for this particular problem. It's an advanced based problem. So I want your calculators to be ready and a pencil and a paper. So I'll keep telling you the calculations from time to time. Kindly make a note of this in the paper with the help of your calculator. The following is a balance sheet of Anu Limited as on 31/3/18. Presently we have 12,000 7% preference shares of rupees 50 each. We get 6 lakh. So the face value of the preference share is 50 rupee. Then 15,000 equity shares of rupees 50 each. We get 7,50,000. 7 laksha. Then we have 12% loan creditors. 5,75,000. 12% loan creditors ಇದೆ 5,75,000. Nantara trade creditors. After that we have trade creditors 2 lakh and other current liabilities 40,000. Asset side we have building 2 lakh, plant 3 lakh, stock 4 lakh, debtor 3 lakh. Then goodwill 4 lakh is treated as an intangible assets. Then goodwill is an intangible assets. As per instruction in the question, goodwill has to be written off. Goodwill and fictitious assets have to be written off. So in the question they mention very clearly, intangible asset, that's goodwill. Fictitious assets, that's called prelim expenses and P&L account, has to be written off. The purpose of internal reconstruction is to write off the losses appearing in the balance sheet. ಪುನರ್ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಉದ್ದೇಶನೇ ನಷ್ಟಗಳನ್ನು ತೆಗಿಬೇಕು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಇಂದ. ಸೊ ಗುಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ರೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು, PL ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. The company adopted the scheme of internal reconstruction as follows. ಪುನರ್ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ವಿಧಾನಗಳು ಹೇಗೆ? How do you reconstruct the company? Now before I can explain the 7 points given in the question, one point I want to make all of you clear. What's that one point that I want to make you clear? In this particular question, not only liabilities and capitals are reduced, they should also subscribe the shares of the company. In other words, the liabilities and shareholders, creditors and shareholders, not only agree to reduce their amount, they also promise to buy the new share. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಬಂಡವಾಳ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಾಲ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅವರು ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ, ನಂತರ ಅವರು ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಬಂಡವಾಳ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೇಗೆ? ಶೇರ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟಾರ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಹೊಸ ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಬಂಡವಾಳ ಸಿಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಹಕರಿಸಿರ್ತಾರೆ. They also help the company to get the capital by subscribing the share. There are two things in this particular question. Number one, they reduce the amount. Number two, they also buy the shares of the company in order to contribute the capital. Now let's go into one by one explanation. Equity shares to be reduced to 2.50 rupees. The face value of the equity share is 50 rupees in the balance sheet. 50 rupee share is reduced to 2.50 rupees. Then capital reduction is 47.50 rupees. So new equity share is 2.50 rupees. Capital reduction is 47.50 rupees into 15,000 equity share. Total capital reduction comes to 7,12,500. Equity share 50 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಇರೋದನ್ನು 2.5 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗೆ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಂದ್ರೆ 50 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಹಳೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, 2 ರೂಪಾಯಿ 50 ಪೈಸಾ ಹೊಸ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಆವಾಗ ನಾವು ಬಂಡವಾಳನ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಉಳಿತಾಯ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂತ ಅಮೌಂಟು 47.50 rupees ಇಂಟು 15,000 ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ 7,12,500 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಹಣವನ್ನು ಉಳಿಕೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇದು ಒಂದು. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು, and equity share to subscribe. Subscribe means buy. New equity shares of ₹2.50 at the rate of 3 share for 1 share. What do they say in the question? 1 equity shares are reduced from 50 rupee to 2.50 rupees. Plus they also agree to buy new share, 3 new share for 1 share. If they have 1 share, they agree to buy 3 shares. I repeat, they agree to buy 3 share if they have 1 share. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಬಂಡವಾಳ ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಬಂಡವಾಳ 50 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಇರೋದನ್ನು 2 ರೂಪಾಯಿ 50 ಪೈಸಾಗೆ ಇಳಿಸಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಸಾಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ಗಳು ಹೊಸ ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಎಷ್ಟು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಶೇರ್ ಇದ್ರೆ 3 ಶೇರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಶೇರ್ಗಳು ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 15,000 ಶೇರ್ಗಳು ಇದೆ. 1ಕ್ಕೆ 3 ತೆಗಿಬೇಕು, 15ಕ್ಕೆ 45,000 ಶೇರ್ ತೆಗಿಬೇಕು ಇಂಟು 2.5. So they subscribe 1,12,500 equity share. I repeat in English, Not only equity capital is reduced, they also buy the share. They buy 3 shares if they have 1 share. But how many shares do they have in the question? They have 15,000 shares. For 1 share, they should buy 3. For 15,000 shares, they should buy 45,000 shares into 2 rupee 50 paisa, 1,12,500. So, equity shareholders have to buy 1,12,500 rupees worth of share capital. Next, number 2. What do we have in number 2? Preference dividend were in arrears for 3 years to be cancelled. Kindly ignore the point of cancel, because dividend is not a liability. Cancelling that liability does not mean anything to us. 3 ವರ್ಷ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಬಾಕಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾವ್ರೆ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಲೆಕ್ಕಕ್ಕೆ ತಗೋಬೇಡಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಲೈಬಿಲಿಟಿನೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಸಾಲನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಪರಿಗಣಿಸಬೇಡಿ, ಇದನ್ನು ಕೈಬಿಡಿ. ಆದರೆ ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಇದು ಮಾಹಿತಿ 3 ವರ್ಷ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಬಾಕಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. So they have 3 years of what? Dividend baki. The preference dividend were in arrears for 3 years to be cancelled against issue of 2 new shares for every 100 rupee dividend in arrears. So if dividend is 100 rupee baki, they are going to issue 2 shares. I am making the point very clear. Dividend arrear is not a liability. Cancelling that liability will not give us any profit. Dividend ಬಾಕಿಯಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಸಾಲನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದನ್ನು ರದ್ದು ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ, ಮನ್ನಾ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು 2 ಶೇರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, in order to satisfy them, pacify them, we are just giving 2 shares if dividend baki is 100 rupee. For 100 rupee dividend, they are giving you 2 shares. How much is the total baki? Calculate the total baki of the shares. 12,000 shares. Okay, 12,000 shares. We have preference shares. Capital is 6 lakh. So the calculation goes like this. 6 lakh into 7%, we get 42,000 into 3 years. Total dividend baki is 1,26,000. I repeat, total dividend baki is 1,26,000. For every 100 rupee, they are giving you 2 shares. For 1,20,000, how much do they give? ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿ 100 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬಾಕಿ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಟ್ಗೆ 2 ಶೇರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. 100 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಇದ್ರೆ 2 ಶೇರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ 100 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗೆ 2, 1,25,000ಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? ಸೊ ಆ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 2,520 shares ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. Into 2 rupee 50 paisa per share, we get 6,300. So we need to give dividend 6,300 rupee worth of share just to satisfy them. ಅವರನ್ನು ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Next, third point. What does third point talk about? Preference share to be reduced to 10% preference shares of rupees 10 each. Or ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? It is reduced to 10 each. So look at the balance sheet. Preference share we have 50 rupee. Okay. I repeat, preference share we have 50 rupee. 50 rupee dividend, sorry, 50 rupee preference share is reduced to 10 rupee. 50 rupee preference share is reduced to 10 rupee. Then capital reduction is 40 rupee. 40 into 12,000, total capital reduction 4,80,000. 50 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಇರೋ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೇರ್ ಅನ್ನು 10 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗೆ ಇಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಮಗೆ ಆಗಿರುವಂತ ಲಾಭ 40 ರೂಪಾಯಿ. ಸೊ 40 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಇಂಟು 12,000 ಶೇರ್ಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗುವಂತ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ 4,80,000 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅವರು ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಂಡವಾಳ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಂಡವಾಳ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಸಹಕರಿಸಿರ್ತಾರೆ. Not only preference share is reduced, they also buy the shares and help company to get capital. How much shares do they buy? Look at the question. And preference shareholders to subscribe. Subscribe andre karidi. Subscribe means buy. To buy at the rate of 2 share for every 1 share. ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಶೇರ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅವರು 2 ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಯಾರು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೇರ್. ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಶೇರ್ ಇದ್ರೆ 2 ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಮಾಡೋದು? 1ಕ್ಕೆ 2 ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. 12,000 ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೇರ್ ಇದೆ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. 1ಕ್ಕೆ 2, 12,000ಕ್ಕೆ ಒಟ್ಟು 24,000 ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಂಟು 2 ರೂಪಾಯಿ 50 ಪೈಸಾ. ಸೊ ಒಟ್ಟು ಬಂಡವಾಳ ಅವರು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಸಹಕರಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು 60,000. So they should contribute 60,000 total capital to the company. How? They should buy 2 share if they have 1 share. For 1 share, they should buy 2 share. How many shares they have? 12,000 share. So for 1, they should buy 2. For 12,000, they should buy 24,000 share. Into 2 rupee 50 paisa, total shares contributed by the preference share to the equity capital is 60,000. Fourth point, 12% loan creditors agreed to forego 1,25,000. Loan creditor ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? 5,75,000. In that they agreed to reduce their claim by 1,25,000. So 1,25,000 is called as capital reduction. So 12% loan creditor ಗಳು 1,25,000 ಸಾಲಗಳನ್ನು ಮನ್ನಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. And accept 10% preference shares of ₹10 each fully paid for the balance of the claim. ಇವಾಗ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಉಳಿಕೆ ಅಮೌಂಟು ನಾವು ಹಣ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ತೀರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ತೀರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇವಾಗ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಟ್ಟು ಎಷ್ಟು ನಾವು ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ? 5,75,000. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 1,25,000 ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಉಳಿದ 4.5 ಲಕ್ಷನ ಪಾವತಿ ಮಾಡೋ ಬದಲು ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೇರ್ ಸಾರಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರ ಲೆಕ್ಕನ ತೀರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಟೋಟಲ್ loan creditor is 5,75,000. Out of 5,75,000, 1,25,000 is reduced, foregone. So 1,25,000 is called capital reduction. Remaining 4,50,000 we are not paying by cash, we are settling by preference share. Number 3, they also agreed to subscribe 12,000 new shares of rupees 2 rupee 50 paisa. So in this they also buy new equity share and help company to get capital. So ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಲೋನ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟಾರ್ದು 3 ವಿಷಯಗಳಿದೆ. ಯಾವುದು 3 ವಿಷಯ? ಒಂದು, 1,25,000 ಸಾಲಗಳನ್ನು ಮನ್ನಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಎರಡನೇದು, ಉಳಿದ ಬಾಕಿ 4.5 ಲಕ್ಷ ಅವರು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಂತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಆ ಲೆಕ್ಕನ ತೀರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಮೂರನೇದು, ಅವರು ಹೊಸ ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರ್ನ ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಬಂಡವಾಳ ಸಿಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಹಕರಿಸಬೇಕು. To tell in English, there are 3 points to be explained regarding loan creditor. Number 1, loan creditor agreed to cancel 1,25,000 rupee amount plus remaining 4,50,000 we settle by giving preference share. Number 3, they also buy 12,000 equity share and help company to get capital. Fifth, directors of the company to subscribe 40,000 equity shares of 2 rupee 50 paisa. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳು 40,000 ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಬಂಡವಾಳ ಸಿಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಬೈ 40,000 shares and help the company to get the capital. Trade creditors to sacrifice 10% of their claim. ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ 10% ಸಾಲನ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಉಳಿದ ಬಾಕಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆಯೋ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 50% ಪಾವತಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. To tell in English, trade creditor is 2 lakh. In 2 lakh, they reduce 10%. 10% of the total trade creditors are cancelled. That's capital reduction. 2 lakh into 10%, we get 20,000 capital reduction. And remaining we have 1,80,000. In that 1,80,000, we pay immediately 50%. That comes to 90,000. So 90,000 we pay him, and remaining 90,000 is continued as balance carried out. 7th point, intangible assets, fictitious assets, that's called goodwill, prelim expense and PL account to be written off completely, and balance being utilized to write off plant and stock proportionately. ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಗುಡ್ವಿಲ್ ಈ ಸಾಲಗಳನ್ನು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾಡಿ ನಮಗೆ ಬಂದಿರುವಂಥ ಉಳಿಕೆ ಅಮೌಂಟನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಗುಡ್ವಿಲ್ ತೆಗಿಯೋಕ್ಕೆ, ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ತೆಗಿಯೋಕ್ಕೆ, PL ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ತೆಗಿಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಏನಾದರೂ ಉಳಿಕೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಡಿಪ್ರಿಷಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆನ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್, ಡಿಪ್ರಿಷಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆನ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಂಚ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ 3 lakh ಇದೆ, ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ 4 lakh ಇದೆ. ಸೊ 3:4 ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಅನುಪಾತದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಂಚ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So we get capital reduction by reducing the capital and reducing the liability. And that capital reduction is used to write off goodwill, write off prelim expenses, write off PL account, any amount left remaining to be written off as depreciation on plant and stock in the ratio of 3:4. Plant value is 3 lakh, stock value is 4 lakh. So distribute the remaining capital reduction for depreciation on plant and stock in the ratio of 3:4. Okay, let's look into how this problem is being solved, students. Let us go for detailed calculation and find the answer for this particular problem. So now we need to go for a small working note. The left hand calculation shows the amount of capital contributed by each persons, contributed by equity shareholder, preference shareholder, loan creditors and directors. So not only liabilities are reduced, not only capitals are reduced, they also come forward to buy the share and help the company to get the fresh capital or the new capital. So ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಕಡೆ ಇರೋಂಥ ಲೆಕ್ಕಾಚಾರ ಬಂದು ಕಂಪನಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂಡವಾಳನ ಹಲವಾರು ಜನರ ಹತ್ರ ಹೇಗೆ ಪಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಸಾಲ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾಡೋದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅವರು ಶೇರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಬಂಡವಾಳ ಸಿಗೋ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಉತ್ತಮ ಕೆಲಸನೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So now first let us go for this equity shareholder. Equity shareholder should buy 3 shares if they have 1 share. So they have 1 share, they should buy 3 shares. So for 15,000 they should buy 45,000 shares. So 45,000 shares into 2 rupee 50 paisa, equity shareholder contribute 1,12,500 as fresh capital. Preference shareholderಗಳು ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೇರ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅವರು 2 ಶೇರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಒಂದಕ್ಕೆ 2 ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. 12,000ಕ್ಕೆ 24,000 ಶೇರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಂಟು 2 ರೂಪಾಯಿ 50 ಪೈಸಾ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಿಗೋ ಅಂಥದ್ದು 60,000. ಮೂರನೇದು, third one is loan creditors agreed to buy 12,000 shares at 2 rupee 50 paisa, we get 30,000. Directors also come forward to buy 40,000 shares into 2 rupee 50 paisa, we get 1 lakh. So total fresh additional capital secured by the company comes to 3,02,500. So equity shareholders buy, preference shareholders buy, loan creditors buy, directors buy. So all people buy different amount of share. So total shares subscribed by all the people is 3,02,500. ಒಟ್ಟು ಬಂಡವಾಳ ಹಲವಾರ ಹತ್ರ ವಸೂಲಿ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು 3,02,500. Now come back to right side of the calculation. In the question they mention dividends are in arrears. Actually it is cancelled. Actually it is not a liability, but still we are giving some amount of equity share for their satisfaction. ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ ಬಾಕಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಆದರೆ ಅದು ಬಾಕಿನೇ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಇದ್ರೂ ಸಹ ಅವರು ತೃಪ್ತಿಕ್ಕಾಗಿ, ಅವರು ಸಂತೋಷಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ ಬಾಕಿ ಅನ್ನೋಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಹೇಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ? 100 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬಾಕಿ ಇದ್ರೆ 2 ಶೇರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಒಟ್ಟು ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಾಕಿ ಇದೆ? 3 ವರ್ಷ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ ಬಾಕಿ. 6 ಲಕ್ಷ ಇಂಟು 7%, ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ ಬಂದು 7% ಇಂಟು 3 ವರ್ಷ. ಸೊ 6 ಲಕ್ಷ ಇಂಟು 7% ಇಂಟು 3 ವರ್ಷ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ 1,26,000 ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ ಬಾಕಿ ಅವ್ರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ. ಆಸ್ ಪರ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್, ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ ಅರಿಯರ್ is 1,26,000. How do you get 6 lakh into 7% into 3 years? Total dividend baki is 1,26,000. For 100 rupee they give 2 equity share. For 1,26,000 they give 2,520 equity shares. So total number of shares issued against arrears of dividend is 2,520 shares. Into 2 rupee 50 paisa, they are giving 6,300 rupees of equity share to the preference shareholder as a baki of dividend, actually it is a loss for us. Though dividend is not a liability, but still we are giving 6,300. It's actually a loss. Next, let's go for passing the journal entry. How to pass the journal entry? Old equity shares 7,50,000 to new equity share 15,000 into 2 rupee 50 paisa. 50 rupee share is reduced to 2 rupee 50 paisa. Then capital reduction, actually new capital is 37,500. Remaining 7,12,500 is called capital reduction. Second journal entry. 7% old preference share capital account debit, we get 6 lakh to new 10%. 7% became just 10%. Preference share capital 12,000 shares into 10. 50 rupee share is reduced to 10. So we get 1,20,000 new preference share. Remaining 4,80,000 is called capital reduction. Loan creditors agreed to reduce forego 1,25,000. ಲೋನ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರು 1,25,000 ಹಣವನ್ನು ಸಾಲವನ್ನು ಅವರು ರದ್ದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ನಮಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ ಲೋನ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್. Fourth journal entry, total loan creditor is 5,25,000. Okay, 5,75,000. In that 1,25,000 liability is cancelled. Remaining 4,50,000 we settle not by cash, we settle by preference share. So loan creditor account debit to 10% preference shares 4,50,000. Trade creditors agreed to reduce their claim by 10%. So trade creditors account debit to capital reduction account 2 lakh into 10%. Sixth, trade creditors agreed to pay 50% of the balance. Total trade creditors is 2 lakh. Out of 2 lakh, 20,000 is reduced. Remaining 1,80,000. Out of 1,80,000, 90,000 50% is paid immediately, and remaining 50%, that's 90,000, will be carried forward as it is. So trade creditors account debit to bank. We get 90,000. The seventh journal entry will be bank account debit to equity share capital 3,02,500. So the company have raised additional fresh capital from equity shareholder, preference shareholder, loan creditors and directors. From all these people, they have raised 3,02,500. So it's bank account debit to equity share capital account. Eighth journal entry, capital reduction account debit. Total capital reduction comes to 13,37,500. This amount is used to write off goodwill, write off prelim expense, and write off dividend, write off PL account. So 13,37,500 is the total amount what we saved from reducing the various liabilities and capitals. So this is called capital reduction account. We are using to write off goodwill 4 lakh, minus we are using to write off prelim expenses 15,000, minus we are using to write off PL account 5,50,000, minus 6,300 as dividend. So total we get 3,66,200. So this 3,66,200 is used to write off depreciation from plant and stock in the ratio of 3:4, because plant is 3 lakh, stock it's 4 lakh. So in this ratio we distribute to both the asset as depreciation written off. Now, how to prepare the liability side of the balance sheet? Equity share capital. 37,500 is a new equity share reduced from 50 rupee to 2 rupee 50 paisa, plus 6,300 equity shares are issued for dividend arrear, plus 3,02,500 is a total new additional fresh equity share issued to various liability holders. Total equity capital 3,46,300. Now come back to preference share. Total new preference share is 1,20,000 plus we issue new preference share to loan creditors. That's 4,50,000. So total preference share comes to 5,70,000. Then trade creditors. Total trade creditors is 2 lakh minus 20,000 is reduced minus 90,000 is paid immediately. Then we get 90,000 trade creditors payable. Next, other liabilities, it's 40,000. Total of the balance sheet is 10,46,300. Next, asset side of the balance sheet, building no changes 2 lakh, plant 3 lakh minus depreciation 1,43,057. Next we have current asset. Under that we have stock 4 lakh minus depreciation. We get 1,90,743. Debtor 3 lakh, no changes. Bank, total amount collected from new equity share 3,02,500 minus 90,000 is paid to trade creditors. So balance of bank is 2,12,500. So thereby the balance sheet amount comes to 10,46,200. So thereby balance sheet tallies on both the sides. Thank you.